Hi everyone, myself Linga Reddy. In this session we discuss chemical property of alkane. Already we discussed preparation of alkane. Now we will see the chemical property of alkane. The first property, generally the alkanes are chemically unreactive. So the first point here, the alkanes are chemically unreactive. Chemically unreactive under normal condition. Under normal condition, alkenes are unreactive due to under normal condition. Normal condition. Due to the region is due to presence of strong bonds, strong bond between carbon and hydrogen. So alkanes have generally all are sigma bonds. So that's why the sigma bond is strong. So the alkenes are chemically unreactive. This is the first point. And but alkenes are involving in certain condition, the involving in reactions. The first one is free radical substitution reactions. Here the first reaction is that of free radical reactions, free radical substitution reactions, substitution reaction. This is the first chemical property in that. So here in generally alkanes, the free radical formation of free radical is at high temperature or in the presence of light conditions. We will take one example here, CH3 and one more H. This is also CH3 only. And representation like this in the presence of light condition or in the presence of heat condition. So here forming the heat also the greater than 400 centigrade temperature. In that only the alkenes form free radicals. So free radicals nothing but the homolytic cleavage will get the free radicals. So here in the presence of light condition or high temperature we will get it free radicals. So here two types of bond breaking is possible. One is carbon bond form is breaking possible. So then we'll get what is the product we'll get here. So here the CH3 radical and one more here CH3 radical. So another possibility also is there, the breaking of bond between carbon and hydrogen. So what is the resultant product still forming here? Place and here place CH3 and CH2 radical plus the H plus radicals is there. So here one possibility, is there at high temperature. So why it is homolytic cleavage happening here? Generally here CH3 and CH3 between carbon and the carbon or hydrogen, the bond is covalent nature here. The covalent bond here. So the covalent bond is not polarizable bond. That is not a non-polar bond. This covalent bond is non-polar bond. So due to non-polar, it's not forming cation and anion. So in the presence of high temperature, it is homolytic cleavage taking place. Homolytic cleavage or fusion. Homolytic cleavage is taking place. Is the between the carbon having covalent bond. So that's why it's the chemically unreactive. Then very important point here, what is that? The point is the reactivity reactivity directly proportional to stability of reaction intermediate intermediate. We know that the intermediates here, free radicals, tertiary alkyl carbon is there, no? The tertiary alkyl carbon, this is more reactive than secondary alkyl carbon and primary alkyl carbon, then simplest hydrocarbon, that is methane. So tertiary alkyl carbon is immediately forming the free radicals whenever the presence of here. So then secondary, right, then primary. So this is the primary free radicals. So this is the rate of formation of free radicals. And next one here, the reaction is let us start where reaction, free radical addition reaction. In that here, free radical substitution reactions, halogenation reaction. This is nothing but here chlorination or bromination. Here especially we are discussing only the chlorination and bromination, right? Next one here, in that first halogenation we are discussing in that chlorination, right? This is chlorination. Chlorinating agent we discussed first. First we'll discuss chlorination. In that, what is the chlorination reagents? Mainly we are using here Cl2 gas or SO2Cl2, thionyl chloride. This is in the presence of Cl2 we are using the high temperature. What is the you are using? Inhibitor. So you are using a heat place and light, or sometime we are using lead tetraacetate. This is inhibitor of the Cl. Same way we are using here or heat condition or light condition or peroxides. We are using here peroxides, right? These are the chlorination agent. Then we'll discuss brominating agent, Br2 and NBS, N-bromosuccinate. So this is also here in the presence of UV light, and same here in the presence of heat condition, UV light and heat condition. Here in the presence of CCl4 or in the presence of CS carbon disulfide plus and light condition, UV light condition, right? In this condition we are using as a brominating agent here. This is also brominating agent. And here Br2 in the presence of light condition, the bromination taking place, bromination at benzyl or allylic and alkyl carbon, right? And NBS gives bromination only only at allylic position, allylic and benzylic position also. Benzylic position, right? So NBS gives allylic position and benzylic position only, and here this is gives alkyl position and benzyl position and allylic position, right? We will discuss some example here. So the first example, the examples here, example number 1. So propane is there, reaction with Cl2 in the presence of light condition. So here two products is possible, the CH3 and CH2 and CH2Cl. Another possibility is here CH3, CH and CH3 and chlorine. This is the secondary carbon free radical, this is primary free radicals, right? So this is will get 55% product, and here this is will get 45% product. So the difference is stability of carbocation, stability of free radical. Already we discuss whenever we start the video. Initially we will discuss this point only. Next one, example 2. So here isobutane we are taking. So here in the presence of Cl2 and light condition, here also possible Cl plus, so here possible here the chlorination taking place at primary carbon and here tertiary carbon. So here 63% is you are getting, and here 37% we are getting. The reason is the stability of tertiary free radical is more stable than primary free radicals. So this is applicable for only lower alkenes, okay? So that means less than 5 carbons it is applicable, but more number of carbon containing alkenes it's not applicable, because of lot of hydrogens chlorination is taking place. We will see an example. This is example 3. Here the CH3 and next one Cl2 gas at 300 centigrade temperature. The possibility products here, the chlorination is taking place here, this terminal, the chlorination, and this is 30%, and plus chlorination also taking place this tertiary, so this is 22%, and next one chlorination also is taking place, and secondary one more carbon, and next one here at this place chlorine, and this is also 33%. So here the percentage all are mostly equal, okay? It's not much more difference, because of the alkyl the chains increases, the number of that means higher alkenes gives mixture of products. We cannot decide this is the major, this is the minor. One method is there, calculation, we can find out that we'll discuss later. And next one, here one point here, higher alkane is not give according to the stability of carbon, okay? Stability of carbon free radical, right? Carbon free radical, right? And then next one, chlorination is non-selective. This is very important. Chlorination is non-selective. What is the meaning by non-selective? Here the chlorination reactions taking place all the places in the given alkanes, right? So it's not a specific place, so it is called non-selective due to high reactive. We will take one example here. Example 1, this is alkene and react with Cl2 and in the presence of light condition. Here monohalogenation taking place, only one kind of hydrogens are present in the alkenes, all hydrogens are similar, plus HCl is forming. Then one more example here. Second one, CH3 CH, this is also all hydrogens are equal, 12 hydrogens are equal, Cl2 gas in the presence of light condition. Here also monochlorination taking place, that is Cl, like this product will get. But one more example we will see, somewhat different example here. So here C6H5 and CH3 is there in the presence of Cl2 and H now. This is we are taking excess quantity, this is taking excess. So what is the product we'll get here? C6H5 and CH2 and Cl. This is the one condition. One more condition we will see here, C6H5 and CH3. This is we are taking small quantity, this is taking small quantity, that means Cl2 plus H2 in the presence of Cl2 is more. So what is the reaction here? The C6H5 and here 3 chlorines are replaced by the hydrogen, that means CCl3 will get it. So this is the difference between the excess chlorine and the small amount of chlorine. So this is non-selective reagent, right? Next one, bromine, not like this, bromine is selective reagent. Next one, Br2 is less reactive than chlorine, right? Cl2. So less reactive is more selective, very important point here. Which one is less reactive? Less reactive is more selective, right? So that means the selective reagent Br2 is more than chlorine because of less reactive, right? Next one example we will see here. Here the example, here we can take example. So CH3 and here CH3 and here CH3 and hydrogen is there. Br2 in the presence of light condition, right? At the temperature is 127 centigrade temperature. Here the bromination here giving the tertiary, the radical is more stable here, so it gives Br and CH3 and CH3 plus HBr is going off, go off out. So this is healed up product is 99%, that means more selective reagent, right? So this is, I hope clear the halogen substitution reactions. Next, B type of reaction. B, this is also halogen, the free radical substitution reaction only. So this is nitration reaction, right? Nitration reaction. In this reagent is HNO3 plus temperature is using 400 centigrade temperature. This is also we can representation ONH2. So this is the homolytic cleavage. We'll get here OH free radical plus NO2 free radicals, right? So this is the reagent, about reagent. This is called fuming nitric acid. What is it? Fuming nitric acid, right? And then next, here we know that any alkene we can take CC bond cleavage. For example, I am taking propane, okay, CH3 and here the CH I am representation like this, and here the CH and here the CH like this I am representation. I am representing. So here breaking, here one radical, this is the different radical, we'll get it. This is the primary radicals. Here we can break, we'll get radical, this is the secondary radicals. So here we can break, we'll get, this is the different radicals. Okay, so finally we'll get different breaking, different product, we'll get it. Okay, so this is breaking is, this one primary is breaking is representation A, this breaking secondary is breaking is representation is B, and carbon carbon breaking bond is representation of C. So totally how many products we'll get, let us we'll discuss now. Right, we'll discuss. This is taking CH3 and CH2 and CH3, and it gives reaction with HNO3 in the presence of 400 centigrade temperature. Okay, what is the products are expecting here? If we break the A means simple, here the hydrogen bond is there, this place, this is the hydrogen replaced by this NO. So what is the product, we'll get it here. The first one is A product, this is the A product, we get CH3, CH2 and CH2 NO2, right? If you break the bond B, so breaking of bond is B, what is the product we'll get here? The CH3, CH2 and CH3. Instead of here breaking the bond, we'll get here CH in the place of here NO2, nitration reaction. If you break the bond at the C position, that means this spot is different and this spot is different. So here two products are possible. The first one is CH3 and NO2 is possible. Then CH3, CH2 and NO2 is forming, right? So this is the possibility product in while in nitration reaction. These are the free radical reaction only, right? Next one, important key point here. Whenever the breaking of CC bond breaking, mixture of compounds will get it. Mixture of compounds are formed. See, let us see the example that here we'll get it, the mixture of compounds, this one, when the breaking of CC bond, right? I think it is clear, right? Next free radical type of reaction, that is C type of reaction, that is sulfonation reaction. Sulfonation reaction. First point here, sulfonation reaction taking place. Reaction takes place only CC bond breaking. Here does not break CC bond, only CH bond breaking, then sulfonation taking place. And then next one, second point here, this reaction giving only more than 6 carbons, right? This reaction giving only 6 or more than 6 carbons containing alkane, right? Here we using H2SO4 sulfonation reagent, here H2SO4, right? And what is the reaction is taking place here? This is representation OSO3H. Here bond is breaking like this. So what is the on the at high temperature? So here forming free radicals, and place SO3H free radical is forming. So this is the replace the hydrogen in a alkenes, right? Example, we'll discuss example here. The example 1. So here the presence of concentrated H2SO4 and heating condition OH and SO3 minus H by SO3H radical is formation taking place. So what is the product is forming here? This is the formation of product. And one more important point here, note that generally we said the lower alkenes are not giving, but one condition it's giving sulfonation reactions. So which condition that? So the condition is lower alkane also give but must be have tertiary carbon, then only it's give the sulfonation reactions, right? Till now we'll discuss the free radical substitution reaction. First one is halogenation reactions and chlorination and bromination, and then we'll discuss nitration reactions, then we're discussing the sulfonation reaction. These three reactions are the free radical substitution reactions in alkenes, right? And alkanes, right? Next one we will discuss isomerism. Next, second chemical property. First chemical property, free radical substitution reaction, is over. Till now we are discussing next one, isomerization. Right? So here straight chain, the point here, important point, key point is the straight chain alkene in the presence of anhydride AlCl3 at 300 Kelvin temperature, 300 centigrade temperature. This is converted into branched chain. This is converted into branched chain, right? Example, the example 1 here, the example 1. So this is the butane in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 at the temperature is 300 Kelvin 300 centigrade temperature. It is converted into butane. So this is butane, N-butane. This is isobutane, right? I hope here this is clear, right? Then next point here, the isomerism only, less branched alkane to high branched alkane. Let us see one example. The example here, the example 1 here. So that is here only one branch is there, and then in the presence of AlCl3, anhydrous AlCl3 at temperature, it is converted into like this. So only one substituent is there, here two substituent, that means two branches is there. So that is the difference. Okay, here one branch, here one and two branch. So less branch to higher branch alkene in the presence of anhydrous aluminum in heating condition, its conversion taking place. Then next one, some key points is there, important key points here, that is note, right? So here for this reaction alkane should have 4 or more than 4 carbons, more than 4 carbons, right? This is first point. Second point, boiling point, right? Boiling point of product is always less than BP of reactant. BP nothing but not blood pressure here. BP nothing but boiling point. Okay, the less than reactant. The product boiling point is less than reactant boiling point. Already we know the reason is the surface area. More surface area, more boiling point, right? The boiling point is directly proportional to surface area. So anyway, the more branched they are having, less surface area, less boiling point, and more number of branches is less, that is having more boiling point, right? Next one, next third point, right? What is the third point here? Reactant and product are nothing but reactant, P nothing but product. Reactant and product always chain isomers, right? Next one we'll discuss next chemical property, and already we are completed that isomerism. Now aromatization, right? The third chemical property, aromatization, right? The aromatization, so also alkenes involved in aromatization reactions. So here the conversion of aliphatic compound to aromatic compound, right, is known as aromatization. Aliphatic converted into aromatization. So here must be use the catalyst. Okay, so what is the catalyst here in this aromatization? What is the catalyst here? Mainly two catalysts we have, that is chromic oxide in the presence of Al2O3, and another reagent here, CrO3 and platinum at 600 Kelvin temperature, 600 centigrade temperature, right? And the second point, next one, alkane must have 6 or more than 6 carbon, right? If you less than 5 carbons is there, what happen under the same catalyst? Third point here, very important. If less than 5 carbons, it is undergoes dehydrogenation to give alkene product. Dehydrogenation nothing but elimination of hydrogen, H2 gas, right? We will see some example, we'll get clear idea. The first example here, the example number 1. Here this is having 6 carbons, now hydro only, now 6 carbons, right? Same catalyst, any one catalyst, and heating. Here will be form benzene, right? Plus 4 moles of H2 gas, right? Next one more example. Here I am taking hexane. N-hexane. Now I'm taking heptane. So same catalyst I'm using. So here we'll get toluene. Get it? Toluene. The number of moles of hydrogen gas is 4 moles of hydrogen gas. Then I'm taking here octane, N-octane. Right. This is hexane, heptane and octane. Right. Same catalyst I'm using. So here what is the possibility products? Right. Same aromatization taking place. This is the generally we expecting product. This is we expecting product. This is the expecting, but also we'll get the different products. One is possibility here. This is one possibility. This methyl, this group is there now. This group will be shifted to the ortho position. So we'll get it. What we'll get here. So this product, and sometimes that is the transfer to the meta position. So we'll get meta position. Sometimes we'll get the para position. That group is transferred to para position. So these mixture of products will get it. All are aromatic compound only, right? Then we'll discuss next one. Next to fourth example. So the fourth example, I'm taking 4 carbons here. Okay. So here the heating with CrO3 in the presence of Al2O3 and 600 centigrade temperature. So what happened here? Already we discussed condition, third condition. Already we discussed in the third condition. This is the condition. And what is happening here? Dehydration taking place. So 2 possibilities there. Dehydration. One more terminal alkene. And here another one is that in the more substitute alkene place along with the hydrogen gas we get it. So this is the dehydration reaction whenever the less than 5 carbons, right? And next to some important note points. The note points here. The reaction, the first one is the reaction is dehydrogenation reaction. This reaction also called dehydrogenation reaction. This reaction is oxidation reactions. Why we are calling oxidation reaction? The removal of hydrogen is called oxidation reaction only. So everywhere generally what we are removing here, the H2 gas. So that is here also H2 gas is only. So this removal of hydrogen is called oxidation reaction. Here oxidation reaction happening. And then next one, this is cyclization reaction. This reaction is cyclization reaction, right? So these are the important point of aromatization reactions. Next one, fourth reaction, fourth chemical property, oxidation reactions. Alkenes also involving in oxidation reactions, right? The general points I will give now here. So alkenes is there. The alkene, the oxidation is taking place. What is the possibility product here? The possible here, alcohol may be possible here, and the aldehyde possible. Aldehydes and carboxylic acid. These are forming in the presence of catalyst only. Alkene to alcohol or aldehyde or carboxylic acid, oxidation is taking place in the presence of must be have catalyst, right? So next we'll see some examples. So here example 1. Example 1, 2 moles of CH4 react with O2. This is 9 and this is 1:1 ratio in the presence of copper catalyst at the temperature is 200 centigrade temperature and 100 atm pressure, atmospheric pressure. You will get here 2 moles of methyl alcohol CH3OH. This is example 1. Okay, we are getting alcohol here. Next example 2 here. So we are taking butane in the presence of oxygen. So here using manganese oxide and 200 degrees temperature. So what will we get here? Ethyl alcohol, sorry, acetic acid. 2 moles of acetic acid will get, right? So this is one of the example, right? Next one, or CH3. So just a minute. Next example 3. So here or CH3 react with MnOC 2 times and at a heating condition manganese acetate and to form a acid COOH or COH. This group is converted into carboxylic group, right? Then next one, discuss the fourth example. So we are taking the tertiary like alkane like this and alkaline medium of KMnO4. So here that is converted into alcohols, right? This is converted into alcohols. These are the oxidation reactions, the examples for oxidation reactions. And next one, fifth chemical property, that is completed oxidation reaction, cracking or pyrolysis. Also we can call thermal decomposition reactions, right? It happening two ways. One is thermal cracking. Another way here, catalytic cracking, right? The first one, let us start thermal cracking. So what is the thermal cracking? We'll discuss now, right? And here heating of substance, right? Heating of substance at very high temperature in the absence of air or oxygen is known as thermal cracking. TC nothing but thermal cracking. Okay, I think very clear. The heating of substance very high temperature in the absence of air or oxygen is known as a thermal cracking, right? Let us discuss one example here. In thermal cracking at high temperature, there may be breaking of bond between carbon and hydrogen, maybe carbon-carbon bond. Okay, so here on thermal cracking, alkane and heating, so two types of products are forming. The alkane plus alkene. We will take one example here, that is C10H12. See here at high temperature and thermal cracking, what is the product we'll get here? The possibility product here, C5H12 plus C5H10, same formula. After cracking, thermal cracking and heating, nothing but heating, the higher alkenes break to simplest alkene plus alkane. That's all. There is a thermal cracking, right? So here C8H18, 1 minute. Yes, I'm taking here the hydrogens strong here. So just recorrection here. That's C22, H22, C10, H22. Now it's correct, right? And next one, then next one here, place C2H4. Then one more example here, C2H6 place C8H16. Another cracking also possible here. So here C4H10 plus C4H8 plus C2H4. So this is alkene, this is alkenes, this is alkene, this is alkanes, right? So this is thermal cracking, nothing but thermal decomposition, right? Higher alkene to simplest alkene. Second one is catalytic cracking. Catalytic cracking, right? When mixture of alkane heating with the high temperature and presence of, very important, presence of catalyst, absence of air or oxygen, right? This is known as catalytic cracking. Okay, very clear. When the mixture of alkene, so two alkenes we are taking in the presence of heating at high temperature and in the presence of catalyst and absence of air plus oxygen or air is known as a catalytic cracking. So let us discuss one example. Now we'll discuss one example here. So example here, example number is 1, and C2H6 plus C4H8 and catalyst we are using here. The catalyst I will tell which catalyst. So here the clearly here the mixture of alkane heating with the catalyst to forming one alkene here. Here not breaking alkene, here making the one higher alkenes, right? So this is the formation of product. So what is the catalyst are used here? The catalyst here alumina, or we can use silica, or that's all. Okay, silica. So these are the example to catalyst. Alumina or silicon on heating with the mixture of alkenes will get higher alkenes. This is called catalytic cracking. So this is the important chemical properties. I think mostly we discussed all chemical properties the alkene. So thank you for watching this video, and please like and subscribe and share it to your friends. Thank you for watching.